The great house at Cullenwood stands deserted. The living have sought refuge elsewhere, leaving an evil spirit to roam the cold, empty corridors alone. At the old house, Barnabas Collins remains in a deep trance. He has employed the mysterious powers of the I Ching and gone through the door to the infinite. And he has been transported back in time to the year 1897. And this night he has been taken to see the dying matriarch, who lives only to tell a terrible secret to a grandson who has been away.
So, you have brought me a gift, young man.
Yes, Mrs. Collins.
I've not been accustomed to much thoughtfulness in this house since my husband died 34 years ago. Judith tells me that it's a family heirloom.
Yes, it's an heirloom that belonged to the first mistress of Collinwood, Naomi Collins.
What is your name, young man?
Barnabas Collins.
Barnabas. Come over here. Come into the light where I can see you.
What is it, Mrs. Collins?
You are the secret.
Tell me what's wrong.
Passed on. You're
No.
the secret passed on from generation to generation. You were never to be let out again. We have failed. We have failed.
Mrs. Collins.
Don't come near me. I must get Edward. I must find Edward and warn him. I must warn him. Who's that?
This is Edward, grandmother.
Edward, quickly.
What happened? A moment ago, my sister said she was all right.
I don't know.
Please.
Would you mind leaving the room? It's imperative that I be alone with my grandmother.
Of course.
Can you hear me, grandmother?
The secret. Grandmother, what is the secret?
Barnabas Collins remains in a deep trance. He has employed the mysterious powers of the I Ching, and in the basement of the old house has gone through the door to the infinite, hoping to find and defeat the spirit that haunts Collinwood. But beyond the door, he has been transported back in time to the year 1897, a time of intrigue and terror for all who lived at Collinwood.
I've been waiting for you to do that ever since you got back.
Have you indeed? If you have any more dreary little contraptions hidden in this room, I wish you would tell me about them now.
Oh, that would take all the fun out of it, wouldn't it?
For you, yes. But then, you're so easily amused, Carl. You must be a frightfully happy person.
Oh, yes, I guess I am most of the time.
Well, perhaps we can arrange for you to be happy all of the time in a sanitarium, where you can regale your fellow inmates with one prank after another.
Oh, now, Edward, wait.
Any man who plays the buffoon the morning after a member of his own family has passed on.
Now, just a minute, Edward. I have just as much respect for the dead as you do, and don't you ever forget it.
Then I wish you would observe a period of mourning in the proper manner.
Edward, I know something you don't know.
I beg your pardon.
Grandmother died without telling you the secret, didn't she?
What if she did?
Now you think no one will ever know it. But you're wrong, Edward.
What are you talking about?
Someone knows the secret, Edward. Someone right here in this house.
The great house of Collinwood stands deserted. The living have sought refuge elsewhere, leaving an evil spirit to roam the cold, empty corridors alone. At the old house, Barnabas Collins remains in a deep trance. He has employed the mysterious powers of the I Ching and gone through the door to the infinite, hoping to find and defeat the spirit that haunts Collinwood. But beyond the door, he has been transported back in time to the year 1897, where an old woman lies dead, taking with her a terrifying secret that the rest of the family strives to uncover, a secret that could destroy Barnabas forever.
There you are.
I came as soon as I got your message.
I knew you would. Come. How peaceful she looks.
Very.
The look is deceptive, of course. She did not die in peace, we know that. She tried to tell me the secret. Of that I'm sure. It's always been told to the eldest son. There's no question of her not trusting me.
None at all.
There is the possibility that in my absence she told someone else.
Oh?
You, for example. She could have told you. The truth is, I think she did. Mr. Collins, what is the secret? What is in the mausoleum?
The great house at Collinwood stands deserted. The living have sought refuge elsewhere, leaving an evil spirit to roam the cold, empty corridors alone. At the old house, Barnabas Collins remains in a trance. He has employed the mysterious powers of the I Ching and gone through the door to the infinite, hoping to find and defeat the spirit that haunts Collinwood. But beyond the door, he has been transported back in time to the year 1897, a time of crisis for every Collins, a time of suspense and sorrow, for the matriarch of the house is dead.
She'll always be alive to me. If you'd only known her, how much richer your life would have been.
I'm sure.
She raised us when our parents died. She loved us all, even Quentin. I suppose I must look at her, mustn't I?
Yes. You'll feel better if you just let yourself cry.
No, she wouldn't want me to. She didn't believe in showing emotion. She said we simply had to live through what we had to go through and hold our heads high. I must act as she would want me to, even though everything else is wrong. Do you believe in the hereafter?
The important question is, do you?
I sometimes wish I didn't. If she's watching us, how distressed she must be. Her will missing. Everyone upset about it. Where can it be?
Do you think someone took it?
No, of course not. She just didn't put it where she said she would. Do you think someone stole it?
The possibility of that has occurred to me, I must admit.
But why would he take it?
He?
Why would anyone take it? Tell me. If you know. Tell me.
Barnabas Collins remains in a deep trance. He has employed the mysterious powers of the I Ching and gone through the door to the infinite, hoping to find and defeat the spirit that haunts Collinwood. But beyond the door, he has been transported back in time to the year 1897, a time of intrigue and terror for all who lived at Collinwood. On this night, one man searches the halls and corridors of Collinwood, haunted by one of his own evil deeds.
You're dead.